examples of the same thing we just did. So we're going to convert 211.5923. So obviously that's in decimal degrees to degrees, minutes, seconds. So we're going to have the same situation where we need to take, we need to get it into degrees, minutes, seconds. So we know something already. We know 211 whole degrees. So we don't need that part anymore. That's now, we've taken that part out and it's gone. So we have degrees. First, let's get it into minutes. So that's 0.5923 degrees. To get it into minutes, to convert from degrees to minutes, that's a conversion factor of we need degrees on bottom because we're canceling that out and we're changing it to minutes. So then the conversion factor is there's 60 minutes in 1 degree or 1 hour. So we can multiply that. Take a second to do that. 0.5923 times 60. And that gives us, degrees cancel. And we get 35 minutes. But we also have a decimal part of that. So it's really 35.538 minutes, whole minutes. So this, we have the whole part that we're going to take now. And then that is 35 minutes. What's left over is in minutes, but it's decimal. We don't really say, oh, it took me 0.538 minutes to do this calculation. We're going to have to figure out how many seconds that is. So now you take that decimal, 0.538 minutes, and we're converting that into seconds. So if we convert into seconds, we know that minutes is canceling. We want to end up with seconds, and the relationship is that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So then we have to do that calculation. So that's 0.538 times 60, and we end up with 32.28 seconds. And we have a unique situation here where we ended up with a decimal that's still part of seconds, but we're not going to subdivide any farther down. So we're going to leave that as a decimal, and we'll just say this is 32.28 seconds. And that may be a little counterintuitive, meaning that we still have a decimal part, and that's what we were trying to get rid of. But again, we subdivided it down into its smallest piece that we're going to mess with, and that's seconds. We don't really go any farther than that. So this is your final answer then for degrees, minutes, seconds. Okay, we'll do another example of changing from degrees, minutes, seconds into decimals. We already have the whole number portion, so that's 59 point, and then we need to fill in whatever these decimals are. To figure out that, we'll start with the minutes. It's 37 minutes, but we want to get it into degrees. So on bottom, we need to have minutes to cancel out with, and then on top we need to have degrees. So this would be the relationship is that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour or 1 degree. So it's 37 divided by 60, and I get point 61666, repeating. And then we know that this is 0.0 degrees. That was that part. And then we have plus 0.616, and that's repeating. And we'll deal with that in a sec. And then we need to change 13 seconds into degrees. So again, seconds have to be on bottom because we're going to cancel them out. So we get here, we cancel these units out. These units will cancel. And the relationship between degrees and minutes is that we have 3,600 seconds, rather not minutes, seconds in a degree. And that's just going to be 13 divided by 3,600. And this gets us 0.00361 repeating. 0.00361 repeating. And you kind of have to just add this on the calculator. You're just going to add up, you're going to put in a whole bunch of sixes for this repeating part and a whole bunch of ones for that repeating part. So I'll type into my calculator 59.0 plus 0.61666666. I don't know, just put like 10, and then plus 0.003611111111, and I end up with 59.62, and we're going to typically just go to the thousandth place, so I get 0, 2, 7 repeating, and we can just chop it off right here because 2 is not going to round up the 0 to 1, so this is pretty much just done. So we get that many decimal degrees. Right, and there's just one more part of this lesson where we briefly talked about how clockwise angles of rotation clockwise are negative, and each rotation is 360 degrees. So we know that one rotation is the same as 360 degrees, and in this case it's negative. But really we have 2, so I mean this is just 2 times negative 360 degrees, and that's negative 720. So clockwise was negative. It's the only thing to really remember. Other than that, rotations are 360 degrees. Same thing here. Then this is going to be 6.75 rotations counterclockwise. So, we know that one rotation is 360, not negative this time. And then so 6.75 rotations, or 6.75 sets of 360, is just a multiplication. So calculate that. That's 6.75 times 360 is 2,430 degrees. You can pause these at any time, reminder, in any of these videos to practice, to try it out before I get to it, but that's all on you. This one, same deal. It's just multiplication. 9.5 times rotations clockwise is negative 360 degrees. So 9.5 times negative 360 is negative 3,420 degrees. All right, feel free to comment on how awesome the video is, or how much you hate my voice, or how I'm not funny. But I don't think I made any jokes in this one.